In this video, I explain how to solve a problem related to hypothesis test for the difference of means when the standard deviation is unknown. This is the problem. A marketing manager for a grocery store chain is wondering whether dairy products sell more if the dairy section is located in the central part of the store than if the dairy section is in the rear part of the store. To consider relocating the dairy products, the manager feels that the increase in the mean amount spent by the customers must be at least 26 cents. To determine whether relocation is justified, her staff selected a random sample of 25 customers at stores in which the dairy section is central in the store, and a second sample of 25 customers was selected in stores with the dairy section at the rear of the store. The following sample results were observed. So for the first case, that is in the central part, the mean was $3.82. In the case when the dairy products were in the rear part of the store, the mean was 3.19. The standard deviation of the first case was 0.89, and we calculate from the second sample that the standard deviation was 0.74. Both sample was 25, as we can read here. We selected sample of 25 customers. So in this case we selected samples, we computed the standard deviation and the mean in each of the sample. So we know this data. And what we are going to do is conduct a hypothesis test with a significant level alpha equals 0.10 to determine if the manager should relocate the dairy product in those stores displaying their dairy product in the rear of the store. We noted that in the rear part of the store the sample mean was 3.19, while the amount spent by the customers in average was bigger when the dairy product is in the central part. If the average expenditure of the customer is at least 26 cents more than in the stores when the dairy product is located in the rear part, we are going to relocate the dairy product. So we are going to check then if actually for the whole population the mean is 26 more than in the second population. So we are going to use as alternative hypothesis that the mean for the store in the central part are 26 more than in the second part. So it means that the alternative hypothesis must be mu sub 1 minus mu sub 2 greater than 0.26 cents. This is equivalent to say that in the first population the average is 0.26 more than in the second population. This is the research hypothesis. So the null hypothesis will be mu1 minus mu2 lower or equal than 0.26. Some researchers prefer to write equal 0.26. Some others prefer less or equal 0.26. Okay, so how we conduct this hypothesis testing? We need a test statistics. We are going to be using a t-distribution, so the t-distribution looks like this. When we compute the test statistics, the test statistic will be a number to the right. When the alternative hypothesis is greater than, we are thinking in a number to the right. So this test statistics will be a number here. And this will be useful to compute a p-value. That the p-value will be the area to the right if we have a greater than. If this p-value is smaller than 0.10, we are going to reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. So we are thinking in finding a number here, and we are going to compute a p-value that is the area to the right. In the case that the alternative hypothesis is greater than, if the alternative hypothesis is lower than, less than, then we are going to be thinking in the left tail of the distribution. If this alternative hypothesis is not equal, then we're going to be thinking in two areas. Let's see how to compute this test statistics. Because we are assuming that the populations have equal variance, we need to use a pooled standard deviation. All the values that are in this formula, we have it, so we need just to substitute these values and we obtain 0.8184. So that will be SP. This SP, I'm computing this because in the formula of the test statistics for the hypothesis test of the difference of means, we have this SP. So we have this value 0.8184 as the pooled standard deviation. Now let's put this value here and then compute the test statistic. So the test statistic, the formula of the test statistic for this type of test is T x bar minus x2 minus the difference. This number here is the difference of the two means in the null hypothesis, and this is the reason why the null hypothesis need to have an equal sign, because we're assuming that the null hypothesis is true. So we're assuming that the difference is 0.26 in this case. So this number D here is 0.26. All the other values, SP, we already computed at the top. So we make a substitution and we have this for computing the test statistics. So this number T that we're going to compute is the one that I told you that is here. So that is going to be useful for computing the p-value. So let's do that, and we obtain 1.598. Then after we have this T, we are going to be using a computer to compute the p-value. But so far we have this number here, the number that separates this area and the p-value. So to compute the p-value, use software. For example, if you want to use Excel, you need to use the T distribution with n1 plus n2 minus 2 degree of freedom. So 48 degree of freedom. This is the degree of freedom is written here at the bottom of this formula of the pooled standard deviation. N1 plus n2 minus 2. In this case, 48. So let's use for the p-value. Let's compute the p-value, and for the p-value we have the T distribution. I'm going to use the T distribution right tail because it's to the right. T distribution of this number 1.598 that we have found here, and the degree of freedom, I told you that it is 48. 25 plus 25 minus 2, 48. So we have the degree of freedom. Press enter and you have the value 0.058. The p-value is smaller than alpha, so we are going to reject the null hypothesis. So there is enough evidence to say, so there is enough statistical evidence to say that the difference of the means is greater than 0.26. So in the first type of stores, in the store that the dairy products are in the center, are selling in average 0.26 per customer, more than in the store that have the dairy products in the rear. So the manager should consider, should relocate. So because the p-value is less than alpha, is less than 0.10, there is enough statistical evidence to reject the null hypothesis and accept that the difference is greater than 0.26. And then the dairy products should be relocated. With this, I finished the explanation of this problem. Thank you.